Welcome to my channel and welcome to this video where I'll be showing you how to clear the second part of the event on difficulty 6, the boss challenge, consistently. Again, as mentioned in the last video for the first part of the event, you don't actually need 100% clear consistency on difficulty 6 to make it more efficient farming that one than doing, for example, stage 5 or difficulty 5. The team itself hasn't changed too much from the first event part, with the exception that I'm currently using Dali instead of Yasuo. Both should work though. I'm just getting slightly better clear times and not sure about the consistency due to the event being rather expensive, so I'm only running about 5 to 10 a day to do the daily and get some rewards, which I'll be reducing to definitely down to 5 after today. But let's look at their stats. Just a pretty standard Gabriel build. Tangyun's still running with a defensive 2-set because he's really squishy and this just helps him survive, and he doesn't really need it to deal damage. And that is not really surprising. It's pretty consistent to what I usually run. So these are no special relics I use just for this fight. And of course, it's an auto clear because nobody has time to do this manually. Ooh, that was nice. One thing to mention here is that sometimes, or about 50% of the time, one of the espers dies. Depending on who the boss of the second wave decides to nuke. I will prevent a death once, of course, but usually that isn't enough to keep the esper alive. And you'll see that. But even if, for example, Tangyun dies, then the other espers usually are enough to finish the fight. And again, you can use pretty much any other esper besides Gabriel that you switch out. Like, doesn't have to be Tangyun as your DPS. You can use, for example, Li Ling, Lin Xiao, or any of the other popular damage dealers. Changpu, of course, can be replaced by, for example, Clara or Asenath, or even Heng Yue. And like I said, Dali is not essential for this. It just makes it easier. And that is the first proc of the passive. Sometimes Changpu healing him here is enough, sometimes it is not. Well, at this point it's pretty much just cleaning up. And as you can see, that is a clear. I hope this helped you figure out a bit, maybe how you can build your team around this. You don't really need the immunity of Changpu or Gabriel, so that shouldn't be a deciding factor for you. But in general, this is more of a turtle composition than pure DPS. If you have sufficient damage dealer levels and relics on them to clear the enemy quickly, that can also be a very viable composition to then use a controller to delay the enemy turn. I don't have that, so it doesn't make too much sense for me to go that way. but it's an option. I hope this helped, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Have a good day.